That'll be probably matched up with our Philly and Black Rose fans. Because these are new skaters skating today, we're going to go ahead and do an introduction for everybody playing today. Let's start with our visiting team coming to us from Hanover, about an hour south of Harrisburg. This is the Black Rose Rebellion. Skating in this game for Black Rose, number 110, Sunny. Number 12, Blueberry. 2007, Icebox. 2026, Twig. Number 21, Bloody Mary. 238, Swiss Rolls. 253, Ants Jovi. Number 30, Wreck-It. Number 32, Beans. Number 333, I believe is an alt, that's Farrah Fawcett. Number 38, Scar. 57, Flying Fish. 64, Jack Skatington. 66, Crow. 825, Little Legs. And the captain of Black Rose, number 08, Death Ray, taken on from Philly. 1039, Jocelyn Around. 113, Sayonara. 124, Strawberry Shortquake. Number 18, Baby Slaya. 207, Burby. 22, Rex. 23, and your captain, Squid. 257, Trauma Queen. 32, Tackled Pink. 360, Translucent. 404, Jack in the Box. 55, Catatonic. I'm sorry, 55 is Rainbow Crash. 56 is Catatonic. Number 7, Indigo. And number 8, MDK Penguin. Those are our skaters in our final game here at Philly Fest, closing out a very action-packed weekend. If you caught the Brawl Stars game yesterday against Northeast Uprising, you saw that was a very fun game to watch, be part of, and a very action-packed game, too. So this promises to be on the same level as that. We're getting ready to move into this first jam of the game. There's a rolling whistle. Dollar shout-outs are still coming in, and we are still taking those. So this is your time to get those shout-outs from our merch table for Philly Juniors. They are $1 each. I have a stack of them going here. So that whistle starts the action. Sunny, number 110, opening up the game as a jammer for Black Rose. And right off the whistle, Black Rose losing Blueberry to a penalty. Number 22, Wrecked with that jammer star for Philly. No lead jammer as of yet. Oh, thank you very much. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Black Rose now picking up lead. Number 110, Sunny in control. Now Wrecked coming out. Both jammers in point scoring position. Sunny's in, trying to get her way through that Philly defense to the bottom of the pack. Sucking a jammer on jammer block on Wrecked. Wrecked goes out of bounds, comes back in. Now taking on that Black Rose tripod. Scar holding up the tripod at the top of the pack. Blueberry with some defense on Catatonic. Sunny coming in, trying to get a hole. Crow with a block, taking Wrecked out of bounds. Sunny getting stalled behind Philly's defense at the top of the pack. I believe that's Rainbow Crash working that defense, or working that brace, keeping Sunny stuck in position. Jack in the Box working part of that butt in the back of that tripod. And Squid also working the defense there. Not an easy group of Brawl Stars to get through. Wrecked gets ahead, gets past Beans now. Blueberry and Beans working in a 2-wall, taking Wrecked out of bounds. Nice defense by Black Rose. Sunny with a hard fought, 4 points to her name. Sunny coming out, finishing her second scoring trip. And Wrecked with 4 points for Philly. Eight to 4 in favor of Black Rose. I have a shout out here. This is going to Sayonara, who is currently on the jammer line. We are so proud of you, miss you lots. And that is from Northeast Uprising. Still in the house, our friends from Northeast cheering on their former teammate 113, Sayonara, taking on Wreck-It. Wreck-It is down and recycles to the back of the pack. Sayonara Easy to track with that bright red hair. We always have to bring it up. Getting blocked behind Black Rose's defense. Rekt tries to go through on the inside, but Squid closing up that hole. Nice toe stop work by Rekt. 2 leads in a row for Black Rose. Looks like Rekt is got through on the line, was declared lead, but is taking the fail-safe route of recycling to the back just in case. Getting through that little funhouse of Philly blockers with Squid. So Rekt is out, restarts that initial pass, and his lead jammer, Sayonara, stuck in this initial pass and getting some defense by Booberry, who is taking a second trip to the box. I'm watching. And Sayonara is through. Rekt is on a scoring pass. Rekt getting one last block. Now Rekt is out with another 4 points for Black Rose. Sayonara putting 4 points up for Philly. And Sayonara finds a hole on the inside line. She's got 4, making an 8-point jam, making this a 12-point jam, matching Black Rose. But let's see, Rekt is out, putting 4 more on the board. The area, Ellie and Evie, part of the Philly Juniors family. The best of the best here, making sure our skaters are safe. So 8-8. 8-8 jam. Rekt taking a bit of a spill there, coming back out onto the jammer line for Philly. Rolling whistle brings us to the end of the timeout that does not start the jam. 2-5-3 Anchovy out there with the star for Black Rose. That whistle starts the jam. It's a 5-on-5. Rekt fighting with Crow. Crow working that wall along the scar at the top of the pack. Now Crow with some one-on-one blocking, getting joined by Icebox. Icebox joining in that defense, but Rekt is out. Philly picking up their first lead of the game. Rekt is in control. Still got some 5-on-5 action. Both teams at full strength. Anchovy coming in, sailing through on the outside line, but taking on a bounce, has to recycle behind Strawberry Shortquake. And there is a clockwise block on Crow. That's going to thin things out a little bit here for Rekt, who currently is taken down by Icebox. Icebox going to the penalty box. Scar trying to put a block on Rekt, but Rekt stays up on skates and has 4 points. Black Rose currently down 2 blockers as we are at a tied score, 16-16. Anchovy stuck behind Catatonic, and Strawberry Shortquake working that defense. Rekt called off on a forearm penalty, losing lead jammer after scoring 4 points. So that's going to give Anchovy the chance of a power jam. Jovi, though, having some trouble making her way through that Philly defense. Catatonic working the back of the pack. Here comes Crow, just trying to take blockers out of Jovi's way. Beans taking a block, taking a fall there on the track. Jovi back up on her skates. She makes her way to the top of the pack now. Catatonic proving to be a very effective blocker for Philly. Beans on her way to serve some time in the penalty box. Jovi stuck at the back of the pack. Philly not giving Black Rose any mercy. Look at that apex jump pulled off by Recht in the final seconds of the jam. Looks like Jovi does put up 4 points for Black Rose. Recht with a +8. And that jam bringing us to a tied score, 20-20. We don't ever say those numbers together. We are never doing that again. Do not ever bring a game to a 20-20 score. Coming out to jam now, this is 2026. This is Twig. Twig picking up lead for Black Rose up against Burby. I wonder how many people know Burby actually a visiting skater and skates for Team Denmark. Very happy to have Burby here, part of the Philly Juniors family. Burby is out with lead. I thought Twig had lead. Okay, so yeah, Twig is lead, and Twig has 4 points. Beans coming in, putting a stop with on Burby. Burby taking a spill on the track, but stays in bounds. Scar getting ahead, trying to slow down Burby on the scoring pass. Burby is out, and Twig out with another 4 as well. So Twig is 4 points ahead of Burby. Our pack tightening up here, coming around the turn. Burby looks like is taken out of bounds, and now taking on Crow and Scar at the bottom. I'm sorry, that's Bloody Mary and Scar at the back of the pack. Twig making her way to the top, but has to take on Squid. Squid sending Twig out of bounds. Twig recycling behind Rainbow Crash. Working a pretty solid pack here. And Twig finding a hole, out with a very hard-earned 4 points. She's got this 12-point jam under her. Twig so far with the highest scoring jam of the game, but hey, it's only jam 3. It's very early. Black Rose losing Swiss rolls to the penalty box. Twig coming in, another scoring pass, but Philly has their entire defensive strength braced by Squid. Squid making her way past, Twig making her way past Squid, I should say, and has another 4 points. So Twig looking at 16 points, and that jam is over. Shout out here to Olive from Black Rose. Thanks for being the best mama coach ever. We love you. Don't forget you are strong. We love you. Gyat. I don't know what that Gyat is. I had to get for clarification for pronouncing that, and that is from Twig, who just jammed. Sunny back out there now, taking on Tackled Pink, number 32. And Sunny, second time jamming and second time having lead in the game. Sunny is in control. Sunny taken out by Catatonic on the outside. Nice defense by Catatonic there. Twig bracing a tripod at the top of the pack, along with number 64, Jack Skatington, keeping Tackled Pink stuck on this pass. Sunny fighting her way through, gets past number 7, that is Indigo, and takes a fall on her skates. Now Philly reforms their entire defense to put a stop on Sunny. Sunny's taken out of bounds. Tackled, trying to get past this wall of Swiss rolls and Death Ray, braced by Crow. Both teams running very solid defense. Catatonic taking Sunny out of bounds. Sunny re-enters and is called off on a track cut. Sunny gonna go have a seat in the box for that shenanigans that she has just committed. So now with a power jam in the hands of Tackled Pink. So far, scoreless jam for both teams. Jack Skatington taking Tackled Pink down and bringing Tackled Pink to the back of the pack. Running a full 2-minute jam. Sunny losing lead on that trip to the box. Tackled Pink coming in, trying to get past Black Rose's defense. Death Ray and Crow still working a very solid wall against Tackle Pink. Sunny finishing her time from the earlier track cut. Comes back in to score some points. Tries to power her way right up the middle of that pack. Gets taken down with some other blockers. Sunny gets back up and has 4 points. A very hard 4 points. Hard score, I should say. Bringing Black Rose to 40. Philly Brawl Stars 28. Philly Brawl Stars with 113 Sayonara. Taking on number 30 from Black Rose, this is Wreck-It. Ooh, Wreck-It getting some blocks. Black Rose with 3 leads in a row and Wreck-It in control. Now Philly losing Baby Slaya to the penalty box. Sayonara on her way through, completes an initial pass. Wreck-It in for some points. Squid going ahead, but Wreck-It getting ahead of Squid and has 4 points. Now Sayonara taken on a bounce on the inside by Icebox. Wreck-It goes for the call-off, keeping this at a 4-0. It's 2 points there. Two points by Sayonara. Shout out here for Pep from Black Rose. This is I got to know you. I got to Twig. I got to know how you're so amazing. Skibbity Sigma, Mama Girl behind you. Twig is not getting any recognition for 10 minutes. She's on a 10-minute timeout. All right, 253 Ants Jovi out to Jammin'. Jovi is lead. This makes 4 leads in a row for Black Rose. Burby jamming for Philly. Anchovy out with 4 points and a call-off. Philly scoreless in that jam. Black Rose 48, Philly 30. I did put Twig in shout-out timeout, but we're going to go back. I can't do that. She did pay for some of these. Next jam, we will do another shout-out here from Twig. She's on the jammer line taking on Translucent. Translucent number 360 from Philly. Squid working defense top of the pack along with Rainbow Crash and Jack in the Box. Twig taken out and brought back. There's that death stare by Twig. That death stare gives me nightmares. Black Rose reforming their defense top of the pack. Swiss rolls, bracing that tripod. Twig is out. Making this 5 leads in a row for the Black Rose Rebellion. Now Translucent taken on a bounds by Swiss rolls. Scar jumping in on that defense. Brace at the top of that tripod by Booberry. Twig making her way to the top of the pack. Gets past Squid. And Twig putting 4 points on the board for Black Rose. She goes for the call-off. Shout out here for Bio from Black Rose. Thank you for being so patient with us. We love you. You are the bomb.com. That sounds like a buzz phrase from 1998. For those who were alive in that year. I'm just going to stop talking now. Currently, nobody on the track was thought of back then. Sunny back out there. Philly scoreless in that jam. And it looks like that whistle is going to bring us into some sort of timeout. Not moving forward with the jam. They may be handling a equipment violation penalty. And as a reminder, utmost matter of safety, we are a nut-free facility. Please, if you are going to consume any food product that has nuts, please do it outside of the venue. We do not want to have any health emergencies due to an allergy. So please help us out with that. And we're okay as long as that's outside, but please inside, no nut-containing foods. We have Wrecked back out there taking on Sunset Scar. And Beans called off on a penalty, a forearm penalty, incomplete initial pass by Wrecked, leaving the door open for lead by Sunny. I promised I would call Sunny, and I might have just said Sunset Scar, and I apologize. I'm sure I'll hear about it later. Nice block by MDK Penguin on Sunny, taking Sunny out of bounds to the inside. Wrecked with that incomplete initial pass. Does have a successful 4-point scoring pass. Sunny called off on a track cut. Not a very sunny day for the penalty box. Sunny losing lead jammer privileges, and it's going to be a power jam now in the hands of Wrecked, and a 2-minute jam. Wrecked with an 8-point jam here ahead of Black Rose's scoreless jam. Their jammer currently still seated in the box. Wrecked now working on a third scoring trip. Beans and Jack Skadington working along with Crow to put the brakes on Wrecked. Sunny re-enters. Beans taking a seat in the box. Sunny stuck at the back of the pack. Death Ray called off a multiplayer. Wrecked with another 4 points on the board. Philly slowly trying to creep up to Black Rose's points there. Sunny scoreless in the jam. Uh, 12 points, bringing Philly up to 42. And Sayonara back out there. The pack advantage in the hands of Philly. Black Rose down 2 blockers, and Ants Jovi out the jam, and Jovi is our lead jammer. Sayonara on their initial pass. Scar, and I believe that is Booberry working that defense against Sayonara. Sayonara taken out and brought to the back by Booberry. Jovi coming in with lead with 4 points on her. He's now on her second scoring trip. Squid bracing a tripod of Philly blockers. Death Ray coming in, trying to put a hole in that wall for Jovi. And Jovi is out with another 4, looking now at an 8-point jam. Jovi in, finding a hole on the inside, making quick work of her third scoring trip. And a star pass from Philly over to Rainbow Crash, but that jam called off. Jovi with another 3 points. So a total of 15 points, bringing Black Rose now up to 51. 42, scoreless game for Philly. Next shout out here to Red Rum from Black Rose. You are so Sigma, we love you. Thanks for being amazing. We have a pile of shout-outs, and hopefully by the end of the game, there'll be a pile more. Once again, these are $1 each. Hey, here's one more from The Exorcist from Northeast Uprising. Wreck it back out there for Black Rose. Tackled Pink, jamming for Philly. Nice run of leads for Black Rose. This is 8 leads in a row for Black Rose now. Wreck it in control, tackled Pink. 32, jamming for Philly. Tackle Pink coming out of the pack. Wreck-It coming in and is called off on a low block. Took down Jocelyn Moon, now going to the penalty box. Tackle Pink with a 4-point pass complete for Phil. Look at that smile. You can see how proud she is of herself for that 4-point pass. Now coming in on a power jam with Wreck-It, still seated in the box. Tackled Pink on this power jam. Tackled Pink, getting some blocking by Scar. Scar recycling with Icebox up to the top of the pack. Now 2-3-8 Swiss rolls joining into that defense. Wreck-It finishing his time in the box. Back to some 5-on-5 derby. So far, each jammer with 4 points on the board. Wreck-It stuck to the back of the pack. Wreck-It now creeping up to the top and just about gets through. Incomplete scoring pass, getting 3 out of the possible 4 points, but no track cut. Now Wreck on a third scoring trip. Look at that, a hop, a skip, and a jump, and it's another +4. And Tackled Pink completing a second scoring trip, and she's out. Gives a little bit of a, whatever that hand signal is, the rock on hand signal. Tackled Pink with an 8-point jam. $15 points there scored by Wreck-It. Back-to-back 15-point jams by Black Rose. Last one done by Ann Stovey. Now we're going to have 207 and Burby out there. And jamming for Black Rose, this is Little Legs number 825. Burby once again coming to us from Team JRDA, Team Denmark. Very impressive achievement. Burby is out with a Philly lead, breaking that string of Black Rose leads. Now Little Legs is out, but Burby is our lead jammer. Beans working some defense here at the bottom of the pack against Burby. Burby stuck behind Black Rose's defense. Little Legs coming in, only has 4 blockers, but we know Squid, usually a very effective blocker for Philly. Squid is bringing Legs all the way to the back to force Legs to restart that pass. Thank you. Burby with 4 points, Little Legs with 4 points. Philly currently down a blocker in the box. Here comes Little Legs. Little Legs getting a block by Squid. Leader of the Squid squad. Also leader of the pack right now because Squid is bracing, but Little Legs is out with another 4. Black Rose now creeping up on the century mark. 40 points ahead of Philly right now. And Blueberry off on another penalty. Nice block. Jack in the Box, I believe, making that block on Little Legs. Now Beans taking Burby down at the top of the pack. Little Legs completing a third scoring trip, making this a 12-point jam for Black Rose. 10 seconds to go. Let's see if Little Legs can break the century mark here. No, there's 4 whistles. Burby calling off the jam. Eight to 12 jam there in favor of Black Rose. Philly 58, Black Rose 40 points ahead, 98. 3-4 pack in favor of Philly with Blueberry still in the box. Sunny back out the jam. Taking on Translucent, number 360. Blueberry finishing her third trip to the box, I believe, and comes back into the play. And Sunny getting a block by number 7, Indigo, forces Sunny out of bounds to restart this pass. And Translucent picking up lead. Back-to-back leads now for Philly. Translucent is in control. Sunny getting a block by Strawberry Shortquake. Stays in. Translucent coming in for some points. Death Ray closing up the hole on the inside, forcing Translucent to go back to the back. Now Sunny is in. Translucent out with 4 points for Philly. Sunny also coming out with 4 points. Black Rose now over the 100-point mark. Sunny coming in, trying to take that Philly a tripod and a catch right up the middle. They are effectively putting a stop on Sunny. Translucent taken out of bounds by Scar at the bottom of the pack. You're making quick work of this first half of the game. There's a track cut to Sunny. Oh, she's going to hear about this. Four to 7. Shout out here to the Brawl Stars, all for one for Brawl. Go Brawl Stars. And that is from Sparks and their parents. So thank you, Sparks, for that shout out. We have a pile to get through, but that doesn't mean we can't keep them coming. I'm probably about 5 shout outs deep here. Now in a timeout called by our officials. 3 minutes left to our first half of the game. Sunny seated for a track cut in the last jam. Bringing Black Rose to 104. Looks like Sunny actually ended up having 6 points on that last jam. So it's the power start in the hands of Philly. 22 wrecked back out there. And wrecked taken out of bounds to the inside. Lead jammer open to either jammer to get through first. Here comes wrecked. The advantage of still being on the track. Wrecked is through, gets past Icebox and is lead jammer. Sunny coming in from the boxes, taken down right off that. And number 10 there, I apologize, I don't have you on the roster. Sunny getting blocked by Jack in the Box and Rainbow Crash at the bottom of the pack. Wrecked with 4 points. Still lead jammer. Sunny fighting to get through Philly's defense. And a star pass over to Beans. But Beans is called off on a cutting penalty. So wrecked with a power jam. In the last couple minutes of this first half of the game, looks like all said and done, wrecked is going to have an 8-point run over Black Rose's scoreless jam. Sayonara on a power start for Philly. Beans taking that star pass in the last jam, but called off on a track cut. Sayonara currently unopposed. Nice defense by Scar, taking Sayonara out just as she goes for that initial pass. Now Jack Sainton working that defense with Sayonara. Jack Sainton closing in the hole on the inside line. Black Rose with some fluid blocking against Sayonara. Beans finishing her time in the box. Classic elevator door move by MDK Penguin and Rainbow Crash, keeping Beans stuck temporarily, but Beans now is out with lead jammer for Black Rose. Sayonara taken out and recycled by Jack Skatington. Here comes Sayonara. Here comes Beans ready to score some points. Our penalty box is clear, so both teams at full strength in this jam. Sayonara getting slowed down by 08 Death Ray. And there's a penalty whistle. Let's see what the outcome of that is going to be. That is a Philly blocker having a visit to the penalty box, and Beans is out with 4 points. Period clock has expired, so this jam will bring us into halftime once it's over. Beans still on a scoring trip. She is taken out and recycled to the back, or not to the back, but at least back a couple blockers. And Beans out with another 4 points. An 8-point run now by Beans for Black Rose. Sayonara continues to be scoreless for Philly. Beans making quick work of that third trip. Now she's looking at 12 points on the board. And Sayonara off on a track cut. So Beans on a power jam for Black Rose in the final couple seconds to go. Beans calls it off, completing a 3-point pass for a 15-point jam by Beans. And that brings us into halftime. 15-minute break. of hosting a triple header with our friends from New England Junior Roller Derby. Both the Brawl Stars and the All Stars will be competing in that. Then, of course, May 24th, 25th, that tournament we all look forward to every year. Spring comes around, things start to thaw out, the sun is out, it's warm. So, of course, we have Hoagie Roll. That will be right here, May 24th and 25th. We have the pleasure of hosting teams from Fort Collins, Colorado, Portland, Oregon, Columbia, South Carolina, and Pittsburgh. That will be the 4th annual Hoagie Roll right here at the NERC. That's the Northeast Racket Club, May 24th to 25th. A big thank you to all of the amazing PRDJ families who have stepped in to volunteer this weekend. It takes a village to host a tournament, and we could never do it without you, so many thanks. We are counting down the minutes to halftime. Want to give a shout out here to Tackled Pink from the Brawl Stars. Go Tackled, go fight, win. This is from a secret admirer. I have been sworn to absolute secrecy. I cannot divulge who that is, but to Tackled Pink from the Brawl Stars, go fight, win. Picking up where we left off. Philly down a blocker in a jammer, Sayonara in the box. Sayonara called off for a track cut late in that last jam going in the halftime. So Sunny, number 110, out to jam for Black Rose. Black Rose ended the first half of the game with a star pass over to Beans. Beans picked up 15 points, and that brought us into halftime. So rolling whistle, ending halftime, bringing us to our second half. T-Bone blows the whistle, and we are off to the races. Sunny making her way up front, gets past Squid, and she is lead. And Sunny still on this power jam with Sayonara in the box. And Sunny will be called off on a back block. That's going to put her in the box. Sayonara is released. So Sunny, I'm sworn to calling her Sunny. Cannot call her Sunset Scar. That was a specific request. I can feel the side eye from the penalty box. In the box, Crow taking a Sayonara out of bounds to the back. Sayonara taken out by the 32 Beans and is recycling all the way behind the pack, trying to gain some speed on the scoring pass. Sunny is taken down by 55 Rainbow Crash, who looks like he's going to be called off on a clockwise blocking penalty. And Sunny with some nice toe stop work, losing lead, but she's out with 4 points. Another shot out here coming. We'll add this to the to the pile here. So, Bull Jammers in action right now, but no lead jammer. We're going to go for another 15 seconds till we time out. Sunny stuck to the back of the pack. Squid bracing that tripod. And Sunny finding a hole there, getting through on the inside. She's got 4 more points. 4 whistles ends the jam, 8-0 jam there in favor of Black Rose. Shout out here to Baby Slaya of the Brawl Stars. Go, baby, we love you. And that is from Mom and Dad. Burby, 207 back out. 5-on-5 jam, and number 30 Wreck-It from Black Rose out to jam. Wreck-It gets to the top, but appears to have been taken down by Jack in the Box. Squid goes for one last-minute block on Wreck-It. Wreck-It hesitates on the track. I think Wreck-It knew in the back of his mind that that was a risky move, and that lands him in the box for a track cut. So Burby on a power jam for Philly, and lead jammer open. Burby coming to Philly from JRDA Team Denmark is our lead jammer, and it's a power jam. Nice 4-point run by Burby with Reckitt still in the box for that track cut by Reckitt a few moments ago. Reckitt coming in, finishing his time, so we're back to 5-on-5 derby. Burby trying to get past Icebox, and I believe that is Bloody Mary working the butt of that tripod, held up by either Fish or Scar at the top of the pack. Reckitt getting stuck behind 404 Jack in the box. Reckitt does find a way to get through and completes his initial pass. Burby still our lead jammer, now looking at an 8-point run per our jammer referee, Anya Arson, and Reckitt now with 4 points for Black Rose. Swiss rolls with a sweeping hit on Burby, but just a hair short on that because Burby gets past Swiss and has another 4. Now Reckitt headed off to the penalty box. Burby with another 4 points, and that jam called off. Burby calling off that jam, freezing Reckitt in the penalty box, freezing Icebox and Reckitt in there. Shout out here to the Brawl Stars as we go into a timeout. This is Go Brawl Stars, we are Philly. And speaking of Black Rose, I know we talked about it before, but June 21st, 22nd, Black Rose is hosting Northeast Region JRDA playoffs in York, Pennsylvania at the Ballyhoo Sports Center. Keep up with details on that. That will be, of course, Black Rose. Philly will be playing in that. We will have Crooked River, Mars, and New England for Northeast Regional playoffs in York, Pennsylvania, hosted by Black Rose Juniors, June 21st and 22nd. Looks like there's going to be a penalty issued during this timeout to 2026 Twig. Not sure if this is on the back end of an expulsion being given to Reckitt. It looks like that very well may be the case. Not aware of the details of this expulsion other than it may likely be something that was deemed to be egregious by our egregious or unsafe by our officiating crew. I don't believe that Reckitt was sitting anywhere near 7 penalties. Once again, hopefully we can get these AirPods back to their owner. They showed up at the announcer table. I wonder if they belong to Livid. I had to recover some of the things that Livid left behind, including a phone charger, so. Listen, we recognize each other. Reckitt returning. And Jack Saddington making a spot for Reckitt on the bench. So we'll get clarification on what's happening here, hopefully in the upcoming few minutes. But it is a power start in the hands of Wrecked. Twig seated in the box. And Wrecked making back-to-back leads now for Philly. Wrecked in control of the jam on a power jam. Now Wrecked is in. Black Rose switching to full defense. Catatonic coming in there trying to break up a hole for Wrecked. Wrecked comes in, is taken down to the inside. Icebox working the defense on the inside line. Crow going in for a block. Twig coming out of the box, completing her initial pass. and Wrecked coming out of the pack with 4 points, and Twig also with 4 points for Black Rose. Nice fight by Wrecked. Completing a second scoring trip. Both jammers now on 8-point runs. Now jostling around, bracing a tripod. Wrecked taking a seat in the box, bringing us to a 2-minute jam now. Twig in the power jam. Twig getting a block by Strawberry Shortquake with those bright pink knee pads, taking Twig out of bounds to the outside. Twig recovers, comes back in, puts 4 points on the board now. 4 points ahead of Wrecked, who is still seated in the box next to Icebox, currently in there. And just in the nick of time, Twig is out. Jam called off. She takes a barrel roll on the track. Twig looking at a 16-point jam. 16-12 jam. They're in favor of Black Rose. They're at 147. Philly, 101. Now Jovi out in the jam line. Wrecked with a start in the box. Jovi is out with a quick lead for Black Rose. Wrecked finishing time in the box, comes back in, but this is an initial pass. Jovi already working on her first round of points. Falls to the ground. Squid working the bird's eye position of the pack. Jovi gets past Squid and has 4 points. A bit of a jammer on jammer block by Wrecked, crashing into Swiss rolls. Looks like Wrecked is going to be scoreless. They're still at 101. And an official review will come to you with the details and come back. Black Rose bench calling for the official review, questioning whether or not a late hit penalty had occurred in that jam. Contact made after the ending of the jam. When the officials got together, they determined that the contact was made during the first sets of 4 whistles. And because of that, it is still, albeit by maybe a hair of a second, within the jam time. So no late hit penalty will be assessed. Now Sunny jamming for Black Rose, and she is lead. Indigo bracing at the top of the pack, but Sunny is out with 4 points. Catatonic taking a block on Sunny. Sunny, by momentum, continues to the front, drops back, and recycles to avoid that track cut. Tackle Pink with the jammer star for Philly. Bloody Mary bracing at the top of that tripod against Tackled Pink, keeping Tackled Pink stuck at the bottom. Sunny is out with 4 points for Black Rose. Now looking at a 12-point jam, I believe. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, now Sunny completing another scoring pass. Tackle Pink out, completing an initial pass. Sunset Scar on a 12-point, Sunny on a 12-point run. Bloody Mary with a hip check, takes down Tackle Pink at the bottom of the pack. Sunny is called off on a track cut. This is not very Sunny delight of Sunny. Sitting in the penalty box now for a track cut. Tackled Pink on a power jam now for Philly. Jam times out at 2 minutes. Sunny stuck in the box. I guess you could say if Philadelphia is a penalty box, you could say it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Sayonara coming out on this power start. Yeah, you can spot Sayonara from a mile away with that pink hair. There's an official timeout. And this shout out going to Trauma Queen of Philly Junior Brawl Stars. Lights out, Trauma Queen. That is from Mom and Dad. And Sayonara getting pumped up to start this power start for Philly. 108, Black Rose 166. Sunny in the box. Philly down a blocker, so pack advantage in the hands of Black Rose. Sayonara getting through on the inside, and she is your lead jammer. Squid tracking Sunny. Sunny jumps the apex, gets out, completing an initial pass. Sayonara on a scoring trip. Blueberry getting in Sayonara's way now, joining that defense along with Icebox. Icebox holding Sayonara back. We might as well call her Iceberg right now. Sunny brought to the back by Squid and forced to recycle. Sunny goes in, finds a hole on the inside, and she's got 4 points. Black Rose is losing Crow to the penalty box. That's going to be one less blocker for Sayonara. Blueberry taking down Sayonara, working in that tripod along with Beans. Sunny not lead jammer, but she has 8 points for Black Rose. Sayonara has been scoreless for most of that jam, but does have 4 points at the very end. Translucent, 360 on the jammer line, taking on 825 from Black Rose, Little Legs. Finally making my way to the bottom of these shoutouts. I have these 3 that are going to be called at strategic moments. Little Legs picking up lead for Black Rose. Translucent taken down on the inside. Little Legs is out with 4 points. Jovi now working some defense with Crow and Scar, keeping Translucent stuck inside the pack. Now Crow is in, getting some blocking by number 8, MDK Penguin. And Legs is out with another 4 points now. She's looking at a, let's see, either an 8 or a 12-point jam. Let's see what happens now. 8 points there by Little Legs. Translucent stuck in the back. Swiss rolls in that defense along with Crow and Scar. Jovi with a rollback on Translucent. Little Legs out. puts up another 4 points. Oh, like getting some blocking there. That's number 7, Indigo, with that defense. And there is a track cut by our jammer referee. That's going to put Translucent in the penalty box. And Translucent having that seat in the box, being directed to the seat with the jammer indication on it. So it's a power jam now. Little Legs in control. Little Legs on this power jam now, coming out with another 4 points. This is a 20-point jam, and I believe this is the highest scoring jam of the game so far by Little Legs. That jam is over. 20-0 jam in favor of Black Rose, compliments of Little Legs. I have a shout out here for Crow, number 66, for Black Rose Rebellion. You're doing a great job. Keep blocking like a rock star. Congratulations on becoming one of the captains. So Translucent frozen in the box while Twig is out there at a power start for Black Rose. Squid and Rainbow Crash working to the top of the pack against Twig, but Twig making her way past Rainbow Crash and has lead jammer. Blueberry working in that defense, trying to clear out a hole for Twig. Blueberry putting a block on number 18. That is Baby Slaya, trying to keep Baby Slaya from running Twig back. Twig now getting stuck in a wall of Jack in the Box and Rainbow Crash, being braced by number 23, Squid. Twig taking that tripod straight up the middle, trying to break that seam. And Twig jukes to the inside, and she is out with 4 points, while Squid, the captain, having a seat in the box for Squids. I can't think of anything that quickly. All right, Twig out another 4-point run there. So Black Rose breaking that 200-point mark. Twig with a 12-point run now, looking at a pretty stagnant pack. Black Rose, Bloody Mary bracing some defense there against number 18, Baby Slaya, who has taken that jammer star. Black Rose just shy of a 100-point lead over the Brawl Stars. There's a track cut hand signal going to 18, Baby Slaya, who has been past the star, so Baby Slaya will sit as the jammer. So this is a power jam now in the hands of Twig. Twig with 4 more points, and that jam is called off. Shout out here to number 12, Blueberry from Black Rose. Go get him, Boo. We love you. Stay out of the penalty box. Should have said that a little earlier today. Let's go number 12, and that is from the family. And Sunny back out on a power start for Black Rose. Baby Slaya frozen in the box for that penalty late in the last jam. That whistle starts the action. Other than the jammer being in the box, we are some 4-on-4 defense. Sunny is out with lead jammer. And Sunny gets taken out by Strawberry Shortquake. Sunny re-enters in front of Strawberry. Whether that was a misguided calculated risk or not, Sunny will sit for a track cut and will release Baby Slaya. Now, Sunny did, I believe Sunny had lead, so this will be a 2-minute jam with no chance of a call-off. Slaya getting stalled behind Black Rose's defense now. Swiss rolls, moving to the inside. Freezing Slate in the pack. Sunny finishing her time in the box, and she is out completing that scoring pass, but no longer has the privileges of lead jammer. Strawberry Shortquake with a brace with Catatonic and MDK Penguin slowing down Sunny, but Sunny is out with 4 points. Sunny now taking on Catatonic one-on-one. Now Strawberry Shortquake moves to the front. And Sunny out with 4 points now. Black Rose now with over a 100-point lead over the Brawl Stars. And Sunny squeezing out an apex jump just as Beans has a seat in the penalty box. Star pass over to number 1039, jostling around just as that jam is over. So counting down the minutes here to the end of the game, and it's going to be about 10 minutes left, I believe. We're going to have number 30, Wrecked, out there taking on, Wreck-It taking on Wrecked. We'll see which Wrecked is the fairest of the two that are out there. Pack advantage in the hands of the Brawl Stars. Black Rose down a pivot. Wreck-It taken out of bounds by 55 Rainbow Crash and recycled to the back. Meanwhile, Wrecked making their way to the top of the pack, gets past Crow, and here's 2 whistles. Wrecked for the Brawl Stars as our lead jammer. Bloody Mary's getting in the way, absorbing that full momentum by Wrecked. Wreck-It with some beautiful toe stop art on the outside lane of the track, stays in bounds and gets those 4 points. And Wreck-It called off on a back block. So Wrecked now on a power jam for the Brawl Stars. Booberry doing some one-on-one blocking. Trauma Queen trying to put a stop on Booberry, but Booberry gets ahead. Wrecked is out with 4 more points and calls off the jam. That call off is going to freeze. Someone lost a mouth guard. That call off is going to freeze Wreck-It in the box for a power start going to the Brawl Stars. They're putting out number 207, Burby, out to jam. I have one more shout out. If you are the buyer of that shout out, I have not forgotten. I'm just waiting for that person to go on the jammer line so I can go ahead and use it. If that doesn't happen in the next few minutes, we'll just go ahead and get it called. Burby coming out with lead. Jam. Oh, no. Incomplete initial pass, also known as a no pass, no penalty, will prevent Burby from picking up lead. Wrecked started the jam in the box. Wreck-It starts the jam in the box, so he can get lead. There it is. Black Rose picking up lead in this jam. Wreck-It in control. Burby 4 points ahead of Wreck-It right now. Strawberry Shortquake taking Wreck-It down on the outside. Wreck-It getting blocked by looks like Icebox. 4-4 for both of our jammers. Burby 4 points ahead, so 8-4 jam in favor of the Brawl Stars. Oh, and who do we have? This number 32 out to jam. This is Tackled Pink, jamming for the Brawl Stars. And out to jam for the first time today for Black Rose, number 57, Flying Fish. That whistle starts the action. Some 5-on-5 derby now. Our penalty box is clear. And Stovey and Booberry working the top of the pack, but Squid making their way to the top. Squid taking down Flying Fish to the outside. No lead jammer as of yet. Tackled Pink, getting a lot of love here from the fans in the building. Nice juke there. Nice toe stop work by Flying Fish. Flying Fish picking up lead for Black Rose. Baby Slay up making a block on Flying Fish, taking Fish out of bounds to the outside. Fish recycles. Now Fish gets there on the inside, gets some blocking by Squid, but Fish blocked by Squid. We have the whole aquarium thing going on here. So Flying Fish getting past Squid with 4 points. Squid putting a block on Flying Fish, bracing that tripod. Trauma Queen working the butt of that tripod along with 404 Jack in the box. Nice coordinated defense there by the Brawl Stars against Flying Fish. Flying Fish certainly being held back by that defense. Now Fish is out with another 4 points. Squid getting some love. Fish is out with another 4 points. Oh, just about gets through, but is taken down. Baby Slay with that defense. That jam is over. All right. The moment I've been waiting for. You may notice the pink hair on the jammer line. That's none other than Sayonara. And I have a shout out here for Sayonara for Philly. Read in a Batman voice. I'm going to try. I can't think of what that is off of my head. We doing like, was it? Yeah, I trying to put a sound to it. Sayonara, I'm going to come back to this. I haven't forgotten. I'm just trying to think of the person who did the Batman. That was Adam West, was it? All right, this shutout has not been forgotten about. We'll wait till the jam is over because Sayonara currently not lead. Twig jamming for Black Rose. Twig is our lead jammer. All right, 4-0 there. Coming back to the shutout here for Sayonara. This is from Batman. That's the Exorcist from Northeast. Northeast was here, but I don't see any of them. They may have left. Exorcist? Oh, there's Exorcist over there. Well, I'm going to say I read this in a Batman voice. I'll just read it with a deep voice, and we can say it's Batman. That is, kill it, Nara. And that's not Batman. Good enough? Okay, I'll take meets or exceeds expectations on that. Three and a half minutes left to our game. Little Legs out. This is Legs, second time jamming and second time getting lead. Now, you may remember Legs did jam earlier on in the game and had a 12-point run. I haven't been keeping track of points here. I'm thinking Legs might have had a 20-point run in the second half, but I'm not positive about that. I'm 80% there. I haven't been keeping track of points in the second half. I do think Legs had the highest scoring jam of the game. Either way, Legs is our lead jammer, but was taken to the back. Translucent also recycled to the back. Oh, looks like Squid is going to sit for a high block. Oh, Translucent trying to stay in bounds from that block by Scar, but ultimately does put some wheels out and has to recycle. Little Legs making her way past those blocks. Those blockers falling to the floor. Legs is out with 4 points. And Legs out, another 4 points, making this an 8-point run. She still leads. She calls off the jam. Minute 49 left. I am caught up on shout-outs, but we can still have some more. I think my most memorable shout-out in a special voice was one to be read in the voice of Abraham Lincoln two of us were confused for several minutes on how to handle that. I don't know, 4 score and 7 years ago, we have I don't know. We didn't know how to handle that. So we just persevered, and seemed like everybody was happy. Okay, 4 whistles brings us into a timeout by our officials. Burby on the jammer line, and it looks like, unless my eyes deceive me, that is number 12, Booberry, jamming for Black Rose. She is confirming that. Now, I happen to know that Booberry is a very effective jammer, no matter how much she denies it. Being told we have some birthdays coming up here for Black Rose in the next few days. So let's get to that when we can focus on other things, because we're working on some jammers here. Booberry is lead for Black. Okay. Yes, okay, a little late. I'm looking for that red flash on the scoreboard. Booberry is lead for Black Rose. And Boo is in. And she is out. Booberry has 4 points. She is in control of the jam. Booberry now with another 4 points. Our jammers matched up at 8 points apiece. Booberry taken on a bounce, recycles to the back. Booberry goes for the call-off. Let's see what happens with that. There goes that team timeout. So on that note, I'm being told that Black Rose has 2 birthdays here in the near future. I believe 253 Ange Jovi has a birthday tomorrow. And number 30, Wreck-It, with a birthday on Tuesday. So a preemptive early happy birthday to both of those skaters. That timeout called with 5 seconds left on the period clock. We know what that means. That's going to buy us one more jam out of the game. Black Rose, 268. Philly, 135. Last night, the Brawl Stars took the win over Northeast Uprising in a very good game. Not a huge point spread for what could have been in that game. Definitely saw a lot of talent there on both teams. Northeast came from Massachusetts and put up some good derby in that game. Brawl Stars playing fantastic today against Black Rose. All right, rolling whistle brings us to the end. And that's a new face on the jammer line for the Brawl Stars. Okay, this might be MDK Penguin number 8, jamming for the Brawl Stars. And 2026 Twig avoids that block by Burby. I think that was Burby who made it for that block. And Twig is our lead jammer. No, Burby not even on the track. So that was either Squid or Rainbow Crash. Twig is out with 4 points. Oh, no, okay, yeah, Squid is on the track. Too many names to remember. Twig and Squid. Twig out with 4 points. Twig with a barrel roll. Gets back up on her skates, recycles to the back. Twig is lead, but so far unable to complete her first scoring pass of the jam. And Jack in the Box taking Twig down. Let's see, that is 4 points there by Twig on the board. Period clock has expired. The game clock has expired, so the ending of this jam will bring us to the end of the game. Let's see if Twig is going to run the clock out. Twig in for a second round of points, being tracked very closely by Squid. Okay, Twig coming out with 4 more points, making this a 12-point run for Black Rose. Icebox for the rollback on MDK Penguin. Twig coming in for a 4th scoring trip. Twig making way to the inside, but is taken out of bounds by Squid. Squid with the squid C and the squid socks. Twig going for the call-off. Bringing us to the end of the game. Tentative score, currently unverified by our officials. Philly 135, Black Rose 281. Our officials will meet with the scorekeepers, go over the math, verify that. Once the rolling whistle blows, we will have a final score. We'll do our high fives and then move on for MVPs.